and all for $45.
I'll give it to you. Do you need me to give you access?
The reason they do this, and they're great people, Garrett, I've been talking about for 10, 15 years. Here's the reason they do it. They want you to use them in the future. Okay. They want to introduce their company to you. They're going to put that sticker on your furnace after they clean it. And if you have a problem in the future with your water heater or with your air conditioner or your furnace, you're going to know who to call. Check it out now. This thing goes away quick. It's getting cold. $45, deep cleaning on that furnace. 888heating.com. Check it out right now. 888heating.com.
Say hi, Mark.
Hello.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
What happened?
Just, I'll explain it another time. I don't want to be on this bullshit when I do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll explain everything to you. But suffice it to say, I found out why we had fucking crackling.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Fucking piece of shit, never mind. It's a little adapter.
Oh, one little adapter was
causing
all that?
Oh, my God. Every time I touched it, all of a sudden, because we were disconnected, and I'm looking over at the roadcaster I'm seeing the VU meter going click, 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 boom, click, click, boom, click, click, boom, stuff like that. So I figured.
Are we on YouTube right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started tracing it. And it was, that VU meter tells a big story when you're not hooked up. Did you know that? You can see every piece of noise there is.
What meter?
There's like 5 VU meters.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the main one. If you see noise, if a VU meter is running when you're not doing anything.
On the face of the roadcaster.
On the NX. Oh, the roadcaster.
Yeah, the road. And it was coming up on the NX when the NX was on. But even when that was off, the roadcaster was showing line noise.
So you actually plugged in headphones last night and heard all the pops, didn't you?
Well, I didn't. I heard them on the speaker. So when I went in,
what was happening, people listening on cheap desktop computer speakers, they don't hear it that bad. But if you had any kind of headphones, it's crazy.
Right now, I'll tell you what. I searched.
I'm gonna bring this back in, then I'll bring you right.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, whatever.
Good morning, Troubleshoot.
I mean, I wish your picture was up. You could have done the whole damn thing.
We just filled all the lines finally, but I got a lot of political shit going on here.
Hey, Mark, do you want it? Mark, are you going to do the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go get it at Big Break and hook it up. It was down to 5%.
I thought I had it charged for you. Boy, okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
No, but it'll be cool. I'm sure by now, 2 hours on that charger, we should be good to last.
The good news is it sounded great, so good. Just do whatever you're doing.
Right. Nobody. I got a job for you,
the Tom Martino Show.
He shouldn't be doing that.
You didn't do any in-house yet, did you, Mark?
Morning, Tom Martino Show.
No, I have not.
Okay, that's fine. I got only a few this
talking
today.
About Trump is not your job.
Well, okay.
Tell him to go fuck.
Tell him he's welcome to do it.
I have a job for you, but you're right. I'll pass that on. Thank you. It's a blow job.
Sure. What's your name?
It's still a job for you. By the way, that's a line from Reno 911.
You know, I started getting into that. I got to jump back in. The first season, it was really good. Then I kind of just dropped out.
What are you talking about?
That early
Reno
911.
Hey, don't tell me. I've watched that. Don't tell me about this series I just started watching, but there's mixed reviews, but I'm loving it so far. It's Lost. And I know everybody probably saw it.
Old, man.
I know it is, but it's good. And don't tell me because everyone.
I've never watched it.
We don't understand the ending, so it's all you. But Officer Dingle.
Oh, I do remember hearing about the end.
I heard, and it's not. I heard, was it just a dream? And then they said no, it wasn't. But there's something. They said half the audience hated it.
All right, hang on for me.
Tom, I have a Trump sign in my yard facing the golf course.
We'll be right with you, okay?
The Trump hole.
It should be. They should stand out on that hole and sell gold watches and sneakers.
Nick Swarden, that's who it was in Reno 911. Are you jerking off guys at the red light? What's a hand job? But it's still a job.
Take it away, Mark.
All right, 303-713-8255. Holy moly. So we had some, what did they say when they called up? Shannon? Someone called up and
Not your
basically
job.
said, it's not
Not your
his
job.
place to talk about Trump. Yeah, it is. Sorry, guy. It's 100% my place. I know it's a consumer show, and we're not supposed to talk about that kind of stuff. But you know what? When the other side, the Harris-Biden administration, when that side basically refers to me as garbage, refers to Tom Martino as garbage, refers to Doc as garbage, and Shannon and Kelly, and over 50% of the United States is garbage, I will talk about it, and I'll talk about it till I'm blue in the face.
May I ask something? But didn't when Trump was talking about the enemy from within, wasn't he talking about half the country?
No, of course not. He was talking about the administration, 100%. He was talking about the Justice Department that the Harris administration decided to weaponize and go after him. So that was a very simple one. But, Tom, listen to this. Cue that up. You tell me exactly what he says. Go ahead, Shannon.
Just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people.
What?
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
The only garbage I see floating around is his supporters. Now, Harris actually came out and condemned him. But the problem with that, Tom, is she works for the man. She's been part of that failing administration for 4 years.
Now, people.
And to that jerk, and to that guy that called up saying, I shouldn't be talking about it, you know what? You're crazy. I don't like people calling Tom a piece of garbage. Jerk.
Let me make this clear to listeners. Listen, I have chosen to just talk about issues and stuff. And people say, well, why is Mark doing this? Okay, so he's been with me 25 or 30 years. So it's not like I'm going to tell him what to do if he's filling in or doing the show or co-hosting. I don't care. He can say what he wants, but I do want to take some consumer problems. So let's do that. Now, Steve, because by the way, we're silly if we think we can ignore everything, right? We can't ignore everything. But Steve, I'll let you on, and then you got to get off because I got to take some consumer calls. Steve, you have a quick comment? Go ahead.
Yes, I'll make it quick. Camila in no way can be commander-in-chief, and the world is in a mess. We need Trump to deal with the wars and all of the other countries. And watching her last night with her little speech, she simply told lie after lie after lie.
Okay. Well, thank you for your comment. Thank you for your comments. I got to go now to who's next. Deputy Bo has a suggestion. Now, what's going on with the sewing machine?
So we had a woman call up, and this is a good call, man. I stepped in personally on this one, but
what's happening?
So her sewing machine's broke. I don't remember if you, or I don't know if you remember the other day, a woman called up with a sewing machine problem, and the guy tried to fix it, but then moved out of state and invited her to a wedding. Do you remember this?
Yes, some crazy call, yes.
Yeah, well, it was her. And she still has a problem. Her sewing machine doesn't work. It's an old one. It's a Singer. I believe it's a metal machine. She wants to get it fixed. I was a little frustrated because I can't stand Kamala.
Yeah.
And instead of spending time on her call, I decided I was just going to buy her a new sewing machine.
Oh, that's
and go
nice.
Deliver it to her.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, but then I got some realistic emails saying, wait a minute, she sounds like she's, 80, 90 years old. You try to hand her a new sewing machine.
Oh, no, that's right.
She's going to have no idea how to use it compared to hers.
That's right.
So I put the word out, how can we get this lady's old Singer fixed? And that's where we're at.
Okay, so Bo, what's your comment, sir?
Okay, I'm going to refer her to Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum. They're one of the very last brick and mortar stores left that'll work on sewing machines and vacuums. I've used them in the past. I called them this morning to make sure they're still in business. I can give out the phone number and the address. If she takes that Singer there, they'll be able to repair it.
Hey, Deputy Bo, I don't think she can get out of the house, so I don't know if you're close to there and you can grab it and bring it over, or if I got to drive over to her. I don't even know where she lives and grab it. and then bring it over to the place you're talking about. But however we can work it out, I'll pick up the tab, but I just don't know if you could help me getting it there.
Well, just get me her phone number.
Okay, good.
I'll call her this afternoon and make arrangements to pick it up.
Beverly has a comment.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. Bo, thank you very much, bro. Beverly, what's going on with you, Beverly?
Okay, hi.
Hi, Beverly.
The sewing, I do my livelihood sewing, so I get mine repaired quite a bit.
Yes.
There are two great people that I take it to for years and years. One is Steve Kraft, but you do have to get the sew machine to him. If she's in my area of Centennial, I'd be glad to help her out.
You're so nice, Beverly. Go ahead.
Okay.
Give his phone number.
I love doing that.
Give his phone number.
Phone number is 303-941-3415. Now, he has moved locations, so I would call that number to see where he's moved, but I've used him for years.
Hey, Beverly, would you do me a big favor and please leave your info when we put you on hold with Kelly in case she does live near you? That could work out very well.
Thank you, Beverly. Listen,
I'd be glad to help her
thank
out.
you.
I do sewing forever.
Hey,
so.
Beverly, let me ask you a quick question. I did receive 2 different emails saying if I brought her over, a new singer from Amazon.
Oh, Mark, they're like
Walmart.
Computers now. They're like computers.
Yeah, would that be is there such a big difference between what she has? I mean, I don't know. I don't have a
Mark,
sewing
I just bought a new one for a family, right? Okay, I bought a new one, and I don't want to get into the details, but it was like
Beverly says real quick.
You had to do apps to work it. Go ahead, Beverly.
You said she was in her 70s, so she's got one of the older singers. Those are worth quite a bit of money, and I mean, it'll never wear out.
Can you still buy low-tech sewing machines is, I guess, what we're going to ask.
You can buy a sew machine for $100.
I'm talking about low-tech new machines, or are they all...
Yeah, that's probably that $100 one.
Yeah, well, no.
Those are used.
Those are fine.
Walmart's got them.
These singers, yeah, they do. But these singers I'd love to see her sew machine. If she's got an old singer, they are just so much different, and then they never wear out. And I think that Steve could tell her if it can be fixed or not.
I'm telling you, we had literally apps that have to run some of these, Mark.
Yeah, I know there is. Hey, Beverly, hold tight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Beverly.
Tom, we got to take this break.
Yeah.
Knit 1, Pearl 2.
We got more coming right up. Are these the ones 888 and Red Rocks?
Now, Impact.
Let me check.
And Shannon, did you? So your access was removed?
Yep.
Which
And
email?
I
iHeart?
The right ones. She didn't. I was having Kelly update it. You ready?
Yeah.
Gravina's. There's 3 of them. Fix It and Made in the Shade. Gravina, Fix It, Made in the Shade.
We've got the damp highways out here, but we seem to be navigating things just fine. A little slowing eastbound 270, rolling down.
Yeah, for me, on all of my devices, it says network error, page not available.
Yeah,
the forecast here through the rest of the day. Cloudy sky.
Thank you.
Or possibly snow showers high up to...
Like I say, it doesn't even have to be today. We can talk about it tomorrow.
Back traffic and weather. I'm Aaron O'Neill.
I want you to tell me how wonderful I sound.
The pioneering story.
Oh, you sound like you're in my lap.
I know.
It's a 6-part election series telling the stories behind the movements battling for the White House. What does each movement want?
5 away.
Listening to Red Pilled America's election special on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Okay, I love talking about windows when you talk Gravina's because Gravina's windows and doors and siding, they've been on 950 West Evans for years. They started in 88. Larry Gravina learned from his dad from 72. Nick now took over, Larry's son. It's a family tradition. These are the Gravinas, the original Gravinas, 950 West Evans. And I want you to check them out, gravinawindows.com. 50 lines of windows, not 1 or 2, 50, and multiple lines of siding. 303-472-8662. So let's say you put up those windows. Now what are you going to do? You want some window coverings? You got Made in the Shade. Whether you're moving into a new place, getting new windows, windows or just retrofitting or redecorating your home. Made in the Shade does it all. They come and measure free. They have a designer suggest what you need free. Then they come up with a package free. You decide what you want to do. They meet your budget. You order, they put in. It's all guaranteed. DenverShades.co is the website, denvershades.co, and that's Made in the Shade, 720-458-6566. Now, let's move to the furnace room and get the damn thing cleaned and refurbished. And I mean, Fix It 24/7 does it like no others, the extreme clean. And if you've never had it done, they'll do it for $39 just to introduce their company. They know you'll be so impressed when you see them work 2 hours or more on this thing that you'll want them for any problems you may have. But they hope to get that furnace clean, add life, longevity, and efficiency to it. So give them, no, you don't give them a call. Just go to the website and hit book now. Fixmyhome.com, book now.
Like you rock, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, I'm going to give you access now, and then I'll go back. I know what happened. I got a warning from Google that some of my esteemed deputies are giving stupid, are giving access to their, they were logged in or something, and they were sharing sensitive files from our domain, and so I had to shut everything down and restart it.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Here you go.
I don't mind being locked out. Less for me to do, man. Well, and if I may, the problem that you had with your roads and everything isn't the XLR and the Mini that I recommended to
No.
Okay.
No. It's not that. Okay, it won't let me share outside of Troubleshooter. That's what I got to go change that back again. I just got to tell the deputies, Mark, they cannot be sharing their frickin' access with people and staying logged on.
All right, camera's up.
Mark,
good. Let me go get you.
Access on call screener crap.
I'll get the access to them. Okay, I got you. Hold on. Let me bring you up.
Thank you.
Let me activate you. Let me bring Mark up. Let me bring this up.
Tom, most of us are too old to even know how to do that.
What are you talking about, you piece of...
Sharing access?
Don't you be talking to me about being old, you're
Hey,
dirt.
I'm celebrating my 80th birthday.
That is the pot calling the
Hey,
kettle.
JR from the road I got on. He wants to come on, JR.
When's your birthday?
JR, you got to
November
hang.
13th.
A date which will live in infamy.
Hey, JR, I don't know if you can hear me, but you got to hang there for a minute. JR, you got to hang there for a minute.
All right, we don't know who you're talking to.
I don't know. He called in on the live link.
Who?
Oh.
JR from the road.
Hey,
like I say, that's a very popular
Don Lou.
JR, bro,
Don
I
Lou's
hear you.
talking
I see
about
you.
the
Just
volume.
hang there.
Oh, no, he said...
So is it too much noise in the background?
No, you're fine.
No,
Just
sounds
hang
good.
there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you just read it out of context. He's Don Lou's a Trumper, man.
Okay, now I got to go do all of these stupid...
And he's right, the show is love. That is a good way to describe this show.
It is love.
But he did say nobody wants to talk about politics.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
then he sucks.
See,
Fuck you, Don.
here's the deal. I can't be frickin' policing Mark. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm too old.
I don't see where he said that. Where do you see that, Doc?
Go up further.
Okay, hold on.
Can you go?
You know what? I'm going to take a vote. I want to take a poll. Should Mark stop talking about politics?
I guarantee that'll be a no. I'll put it up.
How
right
about
now.
people listening, not just morons?
Discussing politics.
Well, they've stopped listening.
That's a direct quote.
Yeah, the people that, yeah, exactly. But all the new people that were, going through the dial while they were driving were like, holy shit, we found something.
And how rational is this guy anyway?
I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know.
Station.
Hey, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, now, we got the studio up. We got Mark up. We got the gang here. Hell, the gang's all here. Now, let's go to the phones and see what we got going on here. Hold on 1 second. We got the phones. Here we go. All right, so Jerry, welcome. What's going on, Jerry? Is Jerry going to talk to us?
Hello.
Yeah, he's up. I don't know what's going on.
Jerry, what's happening?
He's got a problem with Safeco. I've got Safeco as an insurance company, and I have problems with them too. So what's going on, Jerry?
Had hail or wind damage, whatever it was. Anyway, I have a tile roof. It you could see from the out in front of the house. You look up, it's a 2-story.
Yeah.
But you could see where there's damage and pieces missing, and on and on.
And was this hail or just hail and wind or just wind?
You know what? I'm not sure if it was both.
Do you remember when it happened, though? Because you don't just look up and see it. Do you have an event you tied it to?
Yes, it was hail at the time. It was
okay.
About 2.5-inch hail.
Okay, that's hail damage then. Hail and wind. So what's going on?
Anyway, I called my insurance company because a lot of people around the area, and then I looked up, we're having claims. I looked up and I saw damage to mine from the street.
Yeah.
And called Safeco.
Right.
They send out an adjuster. First person that came out, the guy got on one part of the roof, looked around, and he said, "Oh yeah, you got damage." Never got on the second or third. He says, "I'm gonna go ahead and put a report in that you need a full roof." Anyway, I got a call back from Safeco saying that they denied it. They just says there was no damage.
Wait a minute. He said you need a roof, but Safeco said we're not going to do it.
Right. They said no, that I'm saying there is no damage. I got the pictures. So we went round and round about that, and I demanded a second appraiser to come out.
No, wait. When Safeco says we're not going to replace your roof, did you say the logical thing? Your own adjuster said and told me I needed a roof.
Yes.
And what did they say?
She said, I'll send out another one.
No. What did she say about the original guy? Did she say, well, we're not going to listen to him?
Yeah, they said we're gonna go according to his report, and I'm denying the claim.
I thought his report said, you're confusing me, Jerry. You said that his report said you needed a new roof.
It did, but then when he went back and turned in his report, Tom, they didn't care about their own adjusters, whether he worked for them or an outsider, what he had to say. They denied it, right, Jerry?
Yes, sir.
But they acknowledged, the reason I'm asking this, and there's a very good reason, because you could get triple damages if they denied their own adjuster's recommendation.
Yes. I did not receive a physical report. But
so he could have lied to you. He could have told you need a roof and went back and said that you don't need one.
I'm going to try to get mad on Tom.
Yeah, hang on a second, okay? And then we'll figure out what's going on. We're going to continue your story and have more coming up.
Sounds like Safeco to me, though.
On the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-8255.
Wants to get Matt on some sort of insurance.
What's the matter, sir?
Oh, from
Did you see? I got video up, man.
Caravan?
About what?
Or not?
Yep.
Oh, well.
That's the only person that I was able to.
No, I think that you might have access because of that help is for listeners. I think.
Hey, Dimitri.
Yep, Dimitri here.
Email me what happened.
Oh, you overheard that thing about me getting into Gmail?
No, nothing with that. Email me what happened this morning.
Oh, I did not unplug Tom.
You mean with me?
This one was not my fault.
It was noise coming over, and I wasn't broadcasting anymore. It got so bad that I was trying to talk to you guys. Then I just disconnected and started searching for the bad connection, and it turned out to be a right angle thing. A right angle adapter.
A right angle.
Yeah, an XLR right angle adapter. It just was a cluster.
Or Richard, you could also tune into MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS, pretty much anywhere else there. Richard.
Okay, let me talk to JR. Hey, hold on. JR, I'll try to go to you right after this, man. I'm sorry you're waiting so long, but it's very cool. Where are you right now?
I'm at a landfill, Commerce City.
A landfill. Oh, yeah, that's what we want to see. We want to see a landfill.
What are you doing at the landfill, brother?
You want to see the road from the dash. That's why I'm called JR from the road.
I know. That's cool.
What are you doing at a landfill?
Can you hear?
All in track, Mark.
Oh, okay, good. You can hear him. Great. I got this working out, baby. I got it working out.
Well, you're listening to the wrong thing.
I do Pena, 225, Colfax, the Nightmare Road.
Hey, speaking of landfill, it's National Text Your Ex Day.
National Text Your Ex Day. So did you text your ex?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but
that's the hardest part.
You text her every day anyhow.
Well, that one.
You guys co-parent very nicely.
Yes, but the second ex, I would text if I were.
It's okay. I know
feeling
you'll
Randy.
I don't think those lights.
I text my ex all the time.
I looked at the back of this one, and I didn't see any adjustments that are available to me. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't need. Yeah, I don't need that link.
How's the volume, guys, on YouTube? Is everything cool?
I hear you loud and clear.
Watch the road, JR.
I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know.
God, he sounds like a bumbling idiot. Bumbling idiot.
He is.
I hear the F word getting dropped somewhere.
You've never done that at all.
No, I have not, especially during a commercial break live on air.
Woohoo! But still no onions.
Was Michael Brown all over the garbage?
A bit. Not a lot, but a bit.
Look at the size of the fork. That's a normal fork. There's my mouse. There's my computer mouse.
And you demolished them both.
They were only 4 hours apart because I felt embarrassed.
Bunny, the weather in Denver is a changin'. Our house got, I think, down to like 28 last night, so kind of Castle Rock area.
Oh, I believe you.
Tom, Deputy Bo says the volume is low.
This guy's a freaking idiot. Sorry. I can't.
The overcast is crazy right now.
That's my last one. That gives me nothing to do.
It looks like it could snow at any second, but it's too warm. Doc, you going up to Hill today?
No, I'm going to do some stuff at home, and then I'm going to go.
That's my last one. If you take that from me, I ain't got nothing to do.
Then I'm going to go over my ballot. There's so much on the ballot this year.
Yeah, I know.
The one thing that I really am adamant about is the 131, where they want everybody to be able to.
I don't like it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead and add it.
I don't like one bit of it.
Well, you can't have 4 Democrats running for office. You have to let the party select their own candidate.
Well, this is the same local administration that doesn't want our votes to count. They want to base all of our votes on the rest of the country.
Exactly.
And every time I touched it, you would have a thing going.
Yeah. Bad electrical connection.
But I think the people in Colorado.
Oh, shit. Suzanne says it's snowing at our house. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it was snowing this morning at my house.
Wow. When I left, it was just kind of.
It's always snowing at your house, but we don't call it snow, Kelly. The white devil.
Hey, Tom, did you ever watch that FX thing, Snowfall?
No.
Oh, you got to watch
Didn't you recommend Slow Horses?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
But you also should watch Snowfall. It's about that whole thing with the Contras, where they were selling dope in L.A. to buy guns for the Contras.
Yep. Yeah. I forgot you told me about that.
It's really, really well done. It's called Snowfall. It's on FX.
Okay. I got to figure out.
Question for the crew.
What?
I got a question for the crew.
Yeah, what?
Should Jenna Griswold face the same charges?
Yes, she should. Yes, she should. Hold on, you can bring that up when I bring you up, okay? In fact, don't. Okay, I gotta mute you, bro.
Fix It, Joe, and Sheridan.
I gotta mute my man.
On the next block.
Correct.
I'm gonna mute you temporarily. All right, I got him muted.
More or less concerned as to how I'm going to know which caller to bring. I mean, you can shout out which one, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
I'm Tom Martino. Welcome. In a little while, I'm going to take another video call, and then I'll bring the studio up, which is live and ready to go. We are talking all things, everywhere, all the time, trying to save you money, solve problems, answer questions, as I've been doing for nearly 50 years. And Mark has been 30 years kicking ass, but he pisses people off when he gets political. Don't talk yet, Mark. I'm going to bring up the JR. Then you can have your say. Okay, let's bring up, I'm going to bring up somebody from the video call. I'm experimenting on this because eventually I'm going to have video on my show as a regular deal, and it's going to be wonderful. You can just make video calls too. And then, of course, we can all hear you. So let me bring them up. Okay, so I'm going to transition over to you. JR from the road. Now, what are you showing us? This is not interesting.
This is from the dash.
Oh, the dash cam. But where are you?
I'm in Commerce City at the landfill.
Oh, that's just what we wanted. We want to see Commerce City landfill. Thank you.
Hey, we all are garbage if you're voting for Trump, according to, of course, the Harris campaign. We're all garbage, so therefore he's at the landfill. This makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Here.
Now.
Here's a view of downtown right there.
Now what I'd like is you brought something up you wanted to talk about having to do with Jenna Griswold. Go ahead.
So Jenna Griswold did the same thing that Tina Peters did, pretty much. She exposed all the voting machines by posting codes for the voting machines. Should she face the same charges as Tina Peters?
Well, of course she should. Why wouldn't she? Oh, wait, I know why. Because she's a Democrat.
Okay. So we got a dichotomy here, we call it.
Oh, we got a bunch of crap.
So Jenna Griswold, Secretary of State, did she do it? I thought there's a difference here. Didn't she do it by mistake?
She did it by mistake, but she also tried to cover it up.
But she did it by mistake.
Yeah, but then she tried. The second part is much more important.
Well, okay. How did she try to cover it up, by the way?
She said it didn't happen.
Hey, flip that camera around, JR. We never got a gander at what you look like. I want to know if you're.
Might be scary.
I want to know if you're as ugly as you sound. Go ahead there, JR. Flip it around.
I'm driving.
Okay, he can't. All right. So anyway, here we are. Welcome to the show. Okay, thank you for calling in, and we're going to go to the phones, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What is on your mind today? Jerry wants to talk about Safeco. We were talking about, we left off with him, and whatever's on your mind. And then we do have a guest joining us. He was late, but he got here. That's what counts, and that we'll talk to him in a second. And that has to do with stem cells, but we're going to talk about the results of my hair thing we did, the jump start.
It's crazy.
Everyone notices. I will tell you, I'm not bragging and saying I'm like I said, Samson, but man, is it different than it was. And I wish we had, you guys can go on YouTube and compare old videos. Now I have top light right now, so top light always highlights thin hair, but if you look at me in person compared to before in person, like I said, there is definitely a difference. So what we're going to do is we are going to talk about that coming up. All right, now let me get talking about this insurance thing, Jerry. So Jerry, I would like to know, did you just say to them, your first adjuster said I needed a roof, or did they say said you did not need a roof? Did they clarify that before sending out a second adjuster? I'm just curious about that. Did they clarify it?
Well, the female from Safeco called me and said that that there was no damage according to the pictures that they received. And the first gentleman took the pictures, he said there was damage. And he said he was going to send him his report and the pictures showing that it was needed.
Okay. So bottom line is, right now, they're denying a roof. So now where are you going?
So anyway, I went to the second adjuster, and the gentleman showed up, and he didn't even have a ladder to get on my roof. And then I explained that to the lady because she came back and she denied their report, unsure what they had said. Well, the third one came out. He spent over 2 hours on the roof taking pictures, and he told me that his report and pictures are going in, that it shows that I do need a new roof. Well, again, she came back and said she denied it. I says, well, you had...
This is crazy. This is crazy.
No. That's what Safeco does. He's got to get someone like Matt on his side from Paragon Services. Tom, I'm not kidding. Safeco came out and told me I had no claim whatsoever. This was about 9 or 10 months ago. I got Matt involved, and I'm getting a check for probably about $60,000 plus. It went from sorry, so sad, no coverage, to bam, you're covered 100%. He's just got to get somebody involved. They will stonewall you to death, and it's not just Safeco. All these insurance companies now, because of all the hailstorms and the payouts, simply don't want to pay. So until you do
God, is it that evil, Mark? Is it that evil? They just don't want to pay.
It's happened to me twice.
Okay, Jerry, you really need to call Matt, okay, over at Paragon Services. We can get your number. We can get you the number. It's at referralist.com. He's been successful, especially against Safeco. And Mark is saying it's par for the course. Now, with Mark, weren't they denying some water damage, Mark?
Yeah, so what happened is, first of all, I'm one of the few people that have flood insurance, and really the chances of my place ever flooding are like next to nothing. We had a crazy hailstorm. We had about 3 feet of hail pile up against our glass door on an 85-degree day. The storm rolled out, the sun hit it. It basically melted the hail so quick, it came in through our glass door under it into our kitchen and ruined our hardwood basically on the first floor. And first they said, well, that's flood damage, so therefore you don't have coverage. And I pointed out, wait a minute, I have a rider for flood. And then they said, oh, well, because it's on the second story, that's where our patio is on the second story or the main floor. It's a walkout. They said, oh, well, flood has to happen at the ground level. So they were coming up with every reason in the world why I wasn't covered. So I got Matt involved, and within 5 days, Matt was out at my house with a rep from Safeco, and they all agreed I had coverage. But up until that point, I was denied twice through the bastards.
Okay, now the bottom line is, because if that adjuster truly said you needed a roof, and if a contractor or a roofer says that, if you deny a legitimate claim, they not only have to pay treble damages but attorney's fees, and there are attorneys that will take bad faith claims. First, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, no, you're absolutely right. The only caveat to that is, if you guys negotiate before the trial and they come to their senses, you won't get the treble damages.
All right. Now, go to Paragon Services, look for them at referralist.com. And then Linda, what's going on, Linda?
Am
Oh, geez.
Linda?
I on the...
Yes, you are, Linda. How can we help you, Linda?
Well, it seems I'm dealing with Safeco, too.
What? What's happening?
On July 1st, their insured ran a red light.
Oh, so you're not insured by them, but their insured is. Okay, so on July 1st, and somebody insured by Safeco hit you.
Yes, they destroyed my 1992 Berker Capri, which was in excellent condition with all original parts. The original engine with only 65,000 miles on it, because before I got it.
What year is it?
Owned it. 1992.
Okay. Did they run a stop sign, you said?
They ran a red light.
Mm-hmm.
On a 6-lane road.
Now, did they get a ticket for that?
But yes, they did.
Did they? And how bad is the damage to your car?
It totaled it.
Okay.
Now my car on the internet sells for $6,000 to $10,000, in good condition with all original parts and things. They then told me that it was only worth $3,000.
Now, well, it depends. It depends. I mean, if it's a classic car or an antique, let's say antique would be 40 years, right? Yes. So it's not 40 years old. It's a classic, which is 20 years, right?
Yeah, it's 32 years old if it's a 92.
Right. So that's a classic, almost an antique. It's a classic. And if you can prove the value, they have to pay you the value. It's that simple.
No, this is what happened. I sent them from the internet 4 cars that sold for between $6,000 and $10,000.
Right.
I sent them one that was currently being sold.
Yes.
For $69. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they said they were only going to give me $31,000 something, and then with the fees and stuff, it was going to be about $1,000 more. Okay, I said, and they came up with all kinds of reasons why they couldn't use any of the.
Give me one reason they gave you.
Oh, they said see, 1991 to 1993 for that car never changed. I sent them 3 1991s that were selling for between 6 and 10, and one 1993 that was selling for 6 to 10. I sent them a 1992 one that was currently going for sale.
Linda, let's just get right to it. You need someone on your side.
None of those.
Where does it stand right now? Where does it stand right now? Did you settle or not?
No, I didn't settle. I told them that was too low.
Linda, listen, I'm asking where it stands right now, not what you went through today. Where does it stand?
What I'm saying is this. For 3 months, I've tried to settle with them. I told them if they'd put my 2 brand new tires I had just put on that were only...
So where does it stand today, Linda?
They won't give me They won't return my call.
Okay, let's help you out here. Now listen.
She needs to invoke. Do you know what she needs to invoke, Tom? Of course you do.
Well,
no,
she's not insured.
Person's insurance.
Yeah, she's not insured by them. So what she needs to do is get like petty details on her side to do some valuations, and you don't get to sue them for bad faith or anything because they're not your company. However, Linda, I would find the value of that car based on petty details, which is on referralist.com. They're an appraisal service. And then I would sue the other driver directly, or at least threaten to sue the other driver and make that other driver yell at his insurance company. That insurance company has no obligation to you whatsoever.
I would like to get Petty on, and I'll tell you why, Tom. I'd like to give her an evaluation over the air real quick if we can get him on. But the other question I'd have for him, on a 1995, I mean, I realize she's painting it as the best, Rolls Royce of all Buicks or whatever. But I wonder if there is diminished value as well on a vehicle that's so old.
No, because it's being totaled. If it was being fixed, that's something else. Linda, hang on. Let's come right back to you. Linda, here's the bottom line. We need to know the value. That's it, period. There's no magic. We need to know the value. Then we need to go after the insured, not the company. They do not have a contractual obligation to you. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Waterpros.net, the best water systems, the lowest prices. You know, a triple filter reverse osmosis normally costs $1,400, and a softener for the whole house, $3,400. You get both now for $31.95, a holiday special. $31.95 from waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. Never a better deal.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Hey, you know, we talk about this all the time. When you are buying a used car, get it checked out. Sheridan Auto Tech does it for $120, a thorough pre-purchase exam. Listen, nothing is foolproof, but at least it gets you a lot of valuable information from Sheridan Auto Tech. They also do repairs and maintenance, heavy and light, and they do electrical issues. Did you just erase my commercial? SheridanAutotech.com. You can reach him at 303-455-7242, 303-455-7242. Sorry, they erased the rest, so you can just move on.
Man, I am...
Sorry.
My give a shit's gone.
Somebody erased my commercials, so I don't know what to do.
Sorry.
Well, put them back. You do Control Z. It'll put them all back. So do I do them or do we skip them now?
I don't know what's going on with the call screener on the other computer. It's not working.
That's fine, but put them back up, Kelly, so after one of these breaks, Dragon can have them do it.
What did he do?
I did Sheridan. Thank you.
And then the volume is messed up, apparently, there, Thomas.
What volume?
The YouTube volume only is all we're talking about.
Okay.
We're having big-time problems hearing me and callers, so whatever we're sending.
Here's what I have. I have my return audio where they get the YouTube. I have it turned up all the way. The only way I can change that, I swear to God, is if they do it at the station. They have to crank up return audio, and apparently there's no way to do that. So we're at max return. Dragon, is there a way to...
Seconds, Tom.
All right.
The rest of your lives.
Don't be scared. FixMyHome.com. Book now. That's the website, FixMyHome.com. Then you click book now, and you get the extreme clean for just $39 if you've never had it done before. And why do they want to do that? Because they want to show you the thoroughness they have. They want to add longevity, and they want to add efficiency to your furnace, so you'll call them whenever you have an issue with plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains. So they call this a loss leader. My God, they spend 2 hours or more. You will love what they do with a no breakdown guarantee for this winter. Do it before the cold, because then the special goes away. FixMyHome.com. Book now. Joseph A. Lazara is a criminal defense attorney. Now listen, here's the bottom line. You probably never imagine you'll need a defense attorney. DUIs or smoking and driving, smoking weed, yeah, you can be popped for that. Now, what do you do with an attorney? You let him handle it, because don't ever try to represent yourself. Don't ever try to shop for an attorney under pressure. Joe Lazara can get you through the system with minimal damage. But listen, we always recommend designated drivers, especially going into the holidays. But Joe Lazara is there when you need him with free initial consultations and flat rate pricing on any charge. 303-429-6200, 429-6200.
What's the...
Hey, Dragon,
Yo.
Is there a way to adjust return audio?
Nope.
So then it's just maxed out automatically, or where is it? On the board? It's not on the board.
I mean, I could pot everything up, but that changes what goes over the air, too.
Oh. No, but I'm talking about just the return I get. The return I get is not air, is it? No, it's just return audio, right? I guess it is air.
Right now,
it is air.
Yeah.
If I turn up return audio on my end, I am maxed out. I don't know how to get any more out of it. Hold on. Maybe I can on the OBS. Hold on. I just realized that. I might be able to turn up that audio there and get some more out of it. But then that's going to make me terribly loud. Let's see.
Okay.
Return.
We have 3 callers on hold and a expert. 1-6.
Let's see if that helps.
Don't delete them all, Kelly.
See if that helps. I turned it up a little.
Good afternoon.
YouTube people, does that help?
It turns me up too, though, unfortunately.
YouTube people, does that help?
I turned it up at the roadcast. I mean,
Paragon
OBS.
Services.
And just as a heads up, my screener is one of the ones that aren't working right now.
Yeah, so I know. I got to go in. I changed security settings because of some of my.
I don't know the spots.
0020.
So
I'll change it. I'll change it back. I will right now. I got to get in there.
No problem. Thank you.
I will get in there.
It's unfortunate because it puts a lot more work on Kelly to tell me.
No, I'll get it done, bro. I'll get it done.
This. 10 seconds.
Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Okay, so let's keep going here. And we have, who's next here? Okay, Linda. Linda, what's going on with you, Linda? Your accident. We have Matt. Well, why do we have Matt for Linda?
Talk to someone.
Okay. Linda.
And you said someone was going to call me or talk to me on the phone.
Linda, is this an issue?
My car.
Okay. Well, Matt's not the one we need for Linda.
No, Matt was for the that roof problem.
Yeah, which we don't have on there. So
yep.
We have Linda talking about. Linda, what we wanted to do is tell you to get Paragon Services.
They'll give you a free valuation of how much your vehicle's worth.
We were going to try to get them on the air right now.
Let's do that, Tom. Let's try to get Kelly. Let's try to get petty details on, and then meantime, let's at least ask Matt the question. If an adjuster comes out from Safeco, says you need a new roof, but then the Safeco corporate office says no,
yeah, what
the
happens?
hell do you do?
What happens? Let's figure that out. If we can get him on, we will.
He's up. Matt?
Not Matt.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wait. We're talking about cars now. We're talking about cars, but now let's switch to the other one. That's what you wanted to do, Mark, for the...
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Kelly's going to get petty details up. We just had him in the wrong position.
All right. So Linda has not Linda, but somebody called in with a roof complaint, okay? It's Jerry. And he said that they're telling him he doesn't have damage. Their own adjuster, according to Jerry, told him he needs a new roof. Now, to me, that seems like bad faith right off the bat.
Yeah, totally. I wonder if it was an actual employee of the insurance company or a third-party guy.
But even if it was a third-party guy, they're using a lot of independent adjusters right now because they can't keep up with it.
Right.
Does it make a difference?
These independent guys are from out of state, a lot of them. They're not as well-versed in hail damage assessment. But if they come out and they say, yeah, I see damage and we'll send you an estimate and a payment, and they get to that point, the company's pretty, in most cases, obligated to honor that. But I do need more information. I mean, if they approved it on site and shot it down in the office, that's big bad faith no for sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what we might need to do is we told him to call you, but in general, what if the adjuster denies he said that because he got in trouble or something? I mean, you know what I'm saying. Are you entitled to get that report right at the time he's doing it, so when he goes back to the insurance company, he can't change it?
Well, in most cases, they're supposed to respond with a written determination within a reasonable time, so that would be about a week to 10 days.
But what I'm asking you is, while the adjuster is there, would he be able to give you a preliminary report? I mean, just if he's or does he go back to the office and write it up?
Most of the time, they'll go over the scope of damage with you and say, yes, I see a need for roof replacement, gutters, windows, whatever. They'll give you that verbal sort of scope of damage. Some carriers write their estimate on site in their work van and print out a check right there. State Farm does that.
Wow. So if this is Safeco. This is Safeco. And Safeco, apparently the adjuster said you need a new roof. And then when he went back to the office called and said, we're denying it. But they said the adjuster found no damage. So how do you tell who's telling the damn truth? I mean, you got to record the adjuster at your house, I guess.
Well, if you have a roofer or a contractor, on site, that's helpful. But ultimately, in this circumstance, I would just say, give me a call. I'll go out there, or I'll send some of my guys out there to do a damage scope and say, hey, they got this wrong, and we'll fight them and get it.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you get involved, they're so afraid of treble damages, they usually settle.
They do. And, it really depends on the carrier. There's some good ones and bad ones. We've been through that. But ultimately, I think especially with the large volume of claims that they have from hurricanes and such, they're just trying like heck to deny or underpay a lot of stuff.
Well, how do you say that with mine, though, Matt? I mean, my guys at Safeco denied me 100%. That was before these hurricanes, but it was still Safeco. And then I got you involved, and I'm getting 50 to 70 grand. I mean, what excuse did they have then?
Well, that's a good point. They saw what they thought was something to hide behind, basically trying to dodge and use semantics to work around your policy language, saying, hey, this is flood damage, and then going saying, well, no, it's not flood damage. They're just trying to pull the okey doke on you, and and so that's why, we're still battling this out through appraisal.
Tom, he's going to be at you're coming out for that appraisal thing, right?
Right, the 12th, yeah.
Now, wait, 12th, Mark, Tom. What do you have going on?
So how it works is he got me the coverage, and they're willing to pay whatever, $40,000, whatever, but we want $70,000. So what Matt did was hooked me up with one of his guys that invoked something in my policy to where we hired an appraiser to come out.
The appraisal clause, yeah.
Yeah, and they're sending one out. But what's interesting, and I didn't know this, and Matt, I didn't know this, man. This is very interesting for people out there. When you invoke that clause, if it truly is the appraisal clause, I didn't realize the insurance company had to pay for my guy as well as their own.
Yeah, ultimately, if you get the award, those costs should be covered.
Yeah, but
well, the guy told me they were. The guy that that's coming out with you told me that I don't pay him at all. He gets paid by Safeco.
And another thing, it's binding on the insurance company, but I do not believe it is binding on the consumer. Is it?
No, so it's basically you're hiring as a homeowner, you're hiring an appraiser, insurance company's hiring an appraiser, and those two try to work out the coverage dispute.
Right.
If they can't work it out, they go to an umpire, and the umpire has to be split between the insurance company and the homeowner.
And that's where we're at right now with mine, right?
When they go to the umpire, though, is that man? Do you have to abide by it? Is it binding on both parties?
Yeah, appraisal, once the decision is made, that's final.
Okay.
But in this circumstance, I feel so good about where we're at, you can't argue with it.
Why are they disputing?
We're basically haggling over flooring and, the baseboards that Mark has. There's a lot of custom stuff in this house. It's not run-of-the-mill stuff that people that work for the insurance companies can generate and exactimate. So it's trickier. That's why we have all these pros digging in. It's stuff that they can't argue with.
All right, we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, 888heating.com, also a deep clean. You will love. They're great people, and they have high-efficiency units. If you need replacements, that will save you tons of money, 30 and 40% on energy bills, 888heating.com.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Traffic's looking really good, even as we head into your lunch hour here with kind of a mixed bag for road conditions. You've got areas to the south and out east where the highways are still dry. But to the west and up north, we're dealing with some pretty damp roads. It doesn't seem to be impacting the drive too terribly bad. We're looking good up and down I-25, I-76 wide open. No problems for the Turnpike heading to or coming in from Boulder. It's been foggy, I-70 up through the Genesee area, but it does look like things are starting to lift that direction. In fact, we're seeing a little sunshine up in the Idaho Springs area. Denver weather for today, we do have these cloudy skies, light rain around town, high up to 43. It is 40 degrees now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
The pioneering storytelling show Red Pilled America presents a 6-part election series telling the stories behind the movements battling for the White House. What does each movement want? Find out by listening to Red Pilled America's election special on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, a family-owned and operated business where they go over whatever you have for retirement. Those are elements, but they don't make a plan. They will do a plan for you. And all you have to do is call them and ask them how that works. So, Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, rpcenter.com. They'd be happy to talk to you about any and all issues with retirement, including legacy planning, long-term care, and the like. That's Retirement Planning Center, rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211. Hey, Integra Insurance is the place to get health insurance now and to save money. IntegraInsurance.com. Here's what Integra does. They go out to the exchange or off the exchange to find you the best plan. And that includes everything you need to know about that insurance, the deductibles, the tax credits, and everything to fit the right plan for you. You will save money. Health insurance made simple and smart. That's Integra Insurance. 303-466-5500. 303-466-5500. Hey, I don't know why that's doing that, but let me just use this switch here and see if it Seems like I have gremlins today. How do you know there's power to the plug? Okay, so it's on now, right? Oh, so it's the light. That light should last way longer. But I have the spare bulb. Just wiggle it. Why do you think? You can at least go turn up the dimmer on the wall switch walking in the room, and then I'll have to switch that out. Turn it up all the way. Okay. Jesus Christ. This is crazy.
The electrical stuff hates you today.
God almighty.
Tom, just as an FYI, on your YouTube screen, it's your camera is just black.
Yeah, you're off, dude.
What?
You're off.
Your YouTube camera is just black.
Yeah, it is. It is. Let me just bring up the studio. What the hell's going on? My cameras are off too. Wait a minute. We're having some power. We're having power issues today, bro. Hold on.
Good afternoon.
Let me just recycle these cameras. What the hell's going on, man?
So it's Halloween Gremlins.
No, honest to God, we're having a really tough time
night.
here.
Or Devil's Night, isn't that what they call it?
Hold on.
Devil's Playground.
No, seriously, man, we got a problem. But the cameras went out too. They don't have anything in common over there.
I'm sorry, what, Drew?
Oh, put them on. Let's put Drew.
Yeah, we should put him on at this
we really
point.
should.
Okay, sure.
Usually I would disagree until I heard about the text. That'll fire Tom up big time. Do you think he'll come on and say that, Kelly?
That he's suing us?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now, let's just...
I like that. That's like David and Goliath. I'm not saying who I say is what.
Yeah, it's going to be I'm confused. Who's who?
I'm not going there.
On. If it doesn't, I have to go out of streaming and come back. Such a pain in the ass. There we are. We're back. We took a power hit. I mean, what do you call that? Where it blanks out, or what is that called? Spike? Yeah. Surge. I guess it might have been the neighborhood because it knocked out my light and everything. Geez, I'm having just great luck, am I?
So, Justin Petty is not available. What would you like to do with Linda?
I think we just give Linda Petty's number.
Yeah, let's give her the number. Tell her it's a free deal.
Okay.
I am going to
tell her to call back and let us know.
I am going to go right to Drew this time, and
oh, you're going to love this one.
No, I know he wants to file an ethics complaint and sue me, and I know
debate you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm going to bring up somebody that's been calling over and over and over and over and over and over and over the years, and his latest dilemma is he stopped earning. He's older. He's got a GoFundMe site. He's running out of money. He's afraid he's going to be homeless due to personal injury. Now he has a couple personal injury lawsuits going on, and he's trying to wait for that payoff. Again, that's why he won't leave Jersey, where his costs are exceeding the income he brings in with Social Security and with a pension. So basically, he's in a hard way, and he wanted me to promote his GoFundMe, which I did. You go to GoFundMe.com and put in Drew, D-R-E-W, Bradford, and you'll see his page. What I did say was I didn't think it would do him any good in the long run because of the devastating economic hardship he's facing. And I don't believe, based on what he described and based on conversations with his attorney, that his personal injury lawsuit is going to go anywhere. Now, again, I sometimes tell people things they don't want to hear when they call my show, but I don't want to pretend. I don't want to make him sound like if I promote GoFundMe, his trouble's over. It's not. And he wants to raise $20,000. I hope he does raise it, but it's not going to solve his problem. That personal injury thing is not going to make his life. And by the way, they're going to look at him at 77 years old, and here's what they're going to say, in my opinion, Drew, and I'll let you talk. They're going to say, even if you were injured in this personal injury, how much did it rob you of future income at 77 years old? I mean, these are all some of the things people ask. But again, if you want to donate, you can go to GoFundMe. You put in Drew Bradford, and it says, help 77-year-old Drew Bradford stay housed. And he put up, right now, okay, so he's got $10 raised. I keep getting power hits, guys. I don't know what's going on with my house, but all right, Drew, go ahead, sir.
Thank you for letting me go ahead, Tom. I was always nice to you, kind to you, and that's what I am. But the other day you were absolutely false and vicious to me. You said even if we get to 20,000, it's not going to help.
No, I'm just that's my opinion. That's my opinion, Drew.
Well, can I state my opinion?
Sure, go ahead. State your opinion, sir.
State falsehoods, and then you cut me off.
State your opinion.
My lawyer, I spoke to my lawyer. I knew he never said it. He said he never said that, and your show is fraud.
Okay.
He never said that.
Well, he
did.
did.
We have a very legitimate case.
He did. He said it was going to take. He said it would take 3 to 4 years, if anything.
Well, he never said that. Did he say that to you? He said it to one of your deputies.
Yes, he did.
Maybe.
Yes, he did.
They claim it. He never said that.
Okay. Well, I believe my deputy, and I believe this attorney is afraid of you and disappointing you because he believes that you're going to do all kinds of ethics kind of complaints, and he's probably just telling you what you want to hear. But Drew, I'm not going to listen. Drew, my deputy talked to him, and he said there was.
You never let me talk. This is what you do all the time. To hide the
Drew,
corruption going on your show.
this is the last time we're going to talk, so make it good. Go ahead.
You forget 25 years ago, you did the same thing to me when I was suing your buddy Merrill Lynch. You said it was fake, you'd never succeed, and we did succeed. We bankrupted Merrill Lynch, and with the same type of bullying by you. Now,
True.
In any case, my attorney, this is a very legitimate case. There's plenty of evidence. There's expert reports. And they aren't hired gun experts. They're the treating doctors.
When did he say it would be settled, Drew?
It's not going to be settled. It's going to trial in about 6 months.
Okay. I want to make you a bet. I want to make you a bet. I want to make you a bet. I'll make you a bet that it doesn't go to trial in 6 months.
Well, listen, I don't run the court system. I'm just an honest witness.
I'll make you a bet it doesn't go to court in 1 year.
How much you want to bet?
You tell me. 1 year from today, you're not in court with this case.
$200.
Okay, you're on.
Now, also, there's other things. You told people even if they sent the $20,000, it wouldn't help me. That's a lie.
I said it wouldn't be an answer to your problems.
Yes, it would be, because if we can get rent and I can just keep going till the trial, which my attorney says should be in about 6-7 months, then I can last. I can't fight a case from the street. And I've always been sincere with you. Your deputy is false. I know my attorney very well. And it's not one case.
Okay, Drew.
It's 2 cases. I was hit by 2 cars.
That's right, Drew.
And in fact, they're going to operate on me because I'm so critically injured.
Okay, Drew.
You make light of it.
I'm not making light of it. I'm not making light of it.
They told me yesterday.
I'm not making light of it. I just don't believe that it's going to come through to the extent you think it will to solve your problems. And I stick by that.
I never predict the future. I am a true preacher from Heavenly Father, Jesus, Holy Spirit.
Okay, Drew.
And I know you don't believe in God. You've told me that before.
Drew, hang up on Drew. Goodbye, Drew. Don't call me an atheist. I've never told you that, ever. Now, see, why would he lie like that?
I don't know.
I mean, would I have ever told him?
What a strange curveball to throw at the end.
I mean, that I don't.
He must be confusing you with me, Tom.
Yeah. I think he's just pissed, Tom.
He is. He's desperate. He's desperate and he's pissed. I feel sorry for him. But this is the last time. By the way, let's block his number. I never want to take a call from him again. So block his number. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm not going to take crap like that.
We got to take this break.
We got more coming right up. It's not just that.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
It's been an easy drive all day throughout the Denver Metro. Green and clean speeds on I-25 north and southbound through town, as well as up north into Fort Collins and down south through Castle Rock to Colorado Springs. I-70 east and westbound flowing free from the foothills to DIA and back again out west into the high country. Good news, no rock scaling operations today through the Eisenhower Memorial Tunnels. It's easy driving through Idaho Springs. Back to town on the south end, I-225 north and southbound, no complaints. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, nice and wet out there, cold with a high of only 43 degrees, overnight low of 27. We're seeing freezing conditions. Tomorrow things warming up, high 58. The current temperature is 40 degrees. Your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHO.
The pioneering storytelling show Red Pilled America presents a 6-part election series telling the stories behind the movements battling for the White House. What does each movement want? Find out by listening to Red Pilled America's election special on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
This thing. Hey, RedRocksRS.com, Red Rocks Roof and Solar. If you want solar, this is the company we highly recommend because they do it the right way. They consult you on the sales, the installation, the service. They do it all. They don't just sell contracts door to door like most of these schlock companies. RedRocksRS.com. That's Red Rocks Roof and Solar, 303-704-2449. That's 303-704-2449. Okay, if you're looking to be involved in real estate, Vestera Turnkey is the place to go. Barry Miller has put together a program that will help you become a landlord, and they manage this investment. They tell you when to buy and where to buy, when to sell. They get you a management company to help the rentals, and get this, and they're not in Denver, by the way. They're all over the country, wherever they find the best opportunities. You make positive cash flow and 30 to 80% returns. VesteraTurnkey.com, 303-888-3788. 888-3788. Hey, Mitch Floria owns the Art of Granite. He was in the other day, and you know what he loves doing? Countertops for people at bargain prices, and he'll give you prices on the phone. Whether it be granite or quartzite, which is the natural stone, and quartz is the man-made stone. Whether it's man-made or natural, he does it all. TheArtOfGranite.com. Get your price on the phone right now. 303-386-5919. All right, now.
Yeah, just make sure that you include your contact information. That way we can give that to the president.
I want to try something.
And
hold on.
Uh-oh.
I want to just.
You sure that's wise?
Plug it directly in. You don't want to take it out of that thing? No, I'm going to do this. Here.
Wilbur.
Uh-oh. Tom said, let me go try something, and then got up and walked away.
Wilbur. Issue with service. Bridget's got a problem with her son's car. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah. What do you think? No? No, it's... Here, I'll do it. If you can't get up there, I'll do it. I don't want you to get there.
Oh, I got Mark through YouTube. That's a good sign.
I saw this come on and off. The blue light remains steady.
Aye. Okay.
Could be the bulb or the thing it plugs into, but we can try replacing.
Hold on. It was loose. The bulb. It was? Now, listen.
What service is Wilbur talking about? Do you know?
What's that?
you know what service Wilbert is talking about?
I think you can. Oh wait. If it happens with the other people, then I am so puzzled. Hey, I'm trying something.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
That's the famous last words. Let me try this. Shit.
It almost seems like.
If we could only make it up. I'm trying something. Oh shit!
Shut up.
That's a hold my beer moment.
I'm gonna sue the shit out of all of you.
Okay, Drew.
I don't think you could find your way to the courthouse.
Hey! Fuck you!
We're going to hear this.
Okay, my light kept flickering, god damn you.
That's what happens when you touch the switch.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me bring up this studio. There you go. Okay.
And fix my call
No,
screener
no,
while
I
you're
have
at it.
I have gremlins in here today.
Yeah, I
bro.
remember that you were going to get your call screener fixed an hour ago.
My call screener.
Yeah, I still can't get in.
Oh, no. Listen, Mark. Listen, Mark.
Yeah.
I got alerts that
Right.
said our drive was being shared outside by by two, I don't want to name them right now, but two deputies, which meant they were logged on and they were leaving it open, and they said it was accessed, so I had to take away access temporarily for anyone outside of the domain, because they were doing it from their other emails. And then now I got to figure out how to do that, how to restore to outside people, because Shannon and Dragon are outside.
10 seconds.
For presidential campaign. It all starts at 2 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-825. My God, what a weird show. But for that guy to pull that, I don't want to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. What are the YouTube morons saying about that on the comments?
Well, they probably agree with me. Drew's been a little old now.
Yeah, he is. No more good radio. I agree. Whoever said that? Who said that? No good. Yeah, News Junkie. You're right. You're right, News Junkie. Okay, no more Drew. It's over. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Wilbert, what's happening?
Wilbur.
It's Wilbert. Wilbert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I got a problem, and I wanted to talk to you guys because I just don't know what I can do and what I should do. So
Okay, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Okay. So I take my car to this little small shop. I took in my car there before. They've done an okay job with it. I take my car there on October the 8th. It is still there to this day. I have a 2000.
Well, no, October 8th. That's what are you kidding me? That's no time. The average time in the shop right now is 2 months.
What?
Listen, I had a car. My daughter's car was parked. A roofer dropped something on it from a roof, and it broke the windshield, and it bent the side thing, and it did some damage to the dash, right? So here's what I did. I went and paid for parts. The roofer's going to reimburse me. I paid for parts ahead of time so I wouldn't have to wait for parts. So I took my car in, and they said, okay. So it took about 3 weeks for the parts to come in. Then I took the car in, and the car sat there, and all of a sudden it's been a month. And I said, what's going on? Well, they said, well, we had to do this, and this. Then, now it's going to be another month. So it's going to be 2 months. Why another month? Because now they have to calibrate everything, and it has to be sent out to a special shop in Palo Alto, California. The bottom line I'm giving you, Wilbert, if you've only waited since the beginning of October, you are way, it's not a delay. But hold on, and we'll figure out what your real problem is coming up. Hold on.
What's the... What do we got going?
He's got to do that thing and just pay for it.
He pulled. Why? Okay. Why does the video just? I don't get it.
I'm telling you, man. So it could have been the bulb, huh? Why would the bulb go out so soon? Son of a bitch. That was expensive. No, it wasn't. It wasn't expensive. Yeah, but it really didn't last hardly any. I mean, since I did the studio, I think the studio was done in December. Let's see, December? No. It was the December before. And it's only on during the show, though. Do you think that soft switch takes a toll on it? Nah. We need to come up with a better lighting system anyway. See, we have access to where we can put a light there, one there. We can hang one from there, one from there. No, that one won't dim. No, if you dim it, it won't dim. It stays. What would go... Oh, never mind. I'm going to grow old trying to figure shit out. You know what? Why don't you look for bulbs that can go in there that might be better? Like an actual better bulb. No, not a regular one. That's a movie. Not a movie, but hold on. I'm going to go and find that for you. I got to find out where the hell do I take out the security bullshit that I just had in. God damn it. I am so tired of not being... Okay, I got to go to the trash and find that Google warning I had. Google. I had a Google warning about, and then I followed the lead. Google, regarding your account. There it is. There Google Workspace, right there. Where is it? There it is. Take action. Okay.
Dragon.
Shows a good picture of himself. That's not a bad picture at all.
Who? Drew?
Yeah, he's on his GoFundMe. At least it's a decent picture of him.
What, are you kidding me?
I withhold comment.
You hear that?
Yeah, of course.
It's
called gaslighting.
Yep.
I mean, that's...
What did they do?
How they can literally take what he said and say he didn't say it is the funny part.
Yep.
Oh, the garbage?
I just wanted to make sure I actually heard her say that.
It's like...
it's Orwellian.
It's like an abusive man telling the abused wife, I didn't hit you.
Right.
Enough times after he beat the shit out of her.
What are you talking about, Mark? What are was it something on the news?
The liberals believe it.
I think it's the garbage comment. Neither of them have headphones on.
Tom?
Yeah.
No, I just Jean-Pierre, whatever the hell her name is, just said that Biden did not call Trump supporters garbage, when in fact that's exactly what he did.
You can't even put it any other way. I wonder if he did it to fuck over Kamala. Kamalia.
You think he's smart enough?
To fuck over the chameleon.
I don't think he's smart enough to do that.
I mean, also when he said that yesterday, what does the Puerto Ricans in his home state have to do with anything? Are the Puerto Ricans in Delaware different than the Puerto Ricans somewhere else?
He almost said
Well,
he was from
in my
Puerto Rico.
hometown of Puerto Rico in Nebraska.
Delaware,
Nebraska.
What's that? Here, go ahead.
Mark, did you hear Trump's response to the garbage comment?
No, what did he say?
Trump said, "Forgive him. He doesn't know what he's saying."
Who said that?
Trump said that yesterday.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that something that Jesus would have said?
Or Trump.
I don't think Jesus
That's what I mean.
spoke English.
In
Probably
Aramaic.
pretty accurate there, Doc.
What?
I would agree with you on that one. That's a good one, Doc.
I'm going to fix access here in a minute.
Okay.
Shut up.
I won't hold my breath.
Wait.
Don't do it. Tom
Just
didn't touch
wait.
anything.
This from a guy that can't figure out his light bulb.
No, he figured it out. We got the new light bulb in, and the lighting is steady.
Okay, that's great. So it took an hour to figure out a bad light bulb. Is that what you're saying, Dimitri?
More like 15 to 20 minutes of observing the problem and deciding on the correct course of
It
action.
wasn't 15 or 20.
Wasn't there an old joke about how many Italians it takes to change a light bulb?
Today's answer is one.
Hey, Doc, I don't know if you've heard, but we don't do ethnic jokes anymore, but maybe you haven't heard, you old curmudgeon piece of shit.
I haven't heard about it. And you know what, Tom? When we're just on YouTube, anything goes.
Nuh-uh. You can still be canceled.
KHOW.com. Inflation Salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Tom Martino, here to help you solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints. So, as one of my guests today, I have Joel with Dr. Joel and Cherdak with DenverRegen.com. Joel, Mark even said it. Mark's skeptical. And I went for this thing. How long ago did I do my first treatment for hair with stem cells?
I want to say it was about 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. Was it that long? About 4 months. Okay, so I've had 3 treatments, and I know the 3 treatments come a month apart, so I know it's at least 3 months. So the first one, it would have been a month. Well, maybe 3 or 4 months. So here's the bottom line. I actually had new hair growth. I can't believe it. Again, I'm not saying, oh, well, look at me, I'm John Travolta, but, actually, he's bald. Let's see. Who has good hair right now? Anyway.
I do, Tom.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Doc. Can somebody mute that guy's mic for once and for all? I want him to call Drew.
He does have good hair.
Have him go talk to Drew. Anyway.
Jimmy Johnson.
But let's talk about it. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's working. Are you getting good results from people?
We're getting fantastic results from
And
people.
it's not hair transplants, although, if people have those. Mike Brown did a great job. He looks good. But there was no surgery. There was nothing, man.
That's the benefit of it. There is no surgery.
Yeah.
How long did it take you in our practice to do it? Less than a half an hour.
Right. I was in there for a half hour. They extract, they did everything. They put it all on, and I left.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a surgery. What we're adding is regenerative products. So we call it a stem cell procedure, but really what it is, it's the byproduct of stem cells.
What is that called?
Exosomes.
Exosomes.
It's what stem cells create.
And by the way, exosomes have been known. They're doing intravenous exosomes.
We do
now.
that.
Yeah.
We do that.
And so intravenous exosomes have been having marvelous effects on organs and tissues and stuff.
Right.
Anyway,
and just very simply, what exosomes are the chemical signals, the proteins that the stem cells create. So you're basically getting all of the concentrated power of the stem cells in the exosomes. So what we're able to do is take the exosomes, use that with some regenerative products from your own body, PRP.
Yeah.
And we're able to inject that, and that promotes hair growth. Now, we learned this procedure from a clinic that was experimenting with it in California and getting great results. So we basically copied their protocol, changed a couple of things to make it a little bit better. But what we've been seeing is remarkable results.
And you get 3 treatments for the price.
3 treatments, yes.
A month apart.
A month apart.
Yeah.
And how long would you say it took before you started having people telling you that they noticed the difference?
6 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty remarkable, I think.
It is remarkable, man. I can see it on YouTube, it's absolutely crazy, Doc. Like he said, I'm skeptical. I mean, I guess I've known technology or medicine or whatever you want to call it has changed. But the fact that his hair is like completely growing everywhere is crazy.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you got a lot of BS clinics out there promoting the world. But what we're doing actually works. And, you know, we're competing with other clinics that do hair transplants for twice the amount of money.
Well, here's the easiest part. You go back to our YouTube channel. Just go to the Troubleshooter Network on YouTube and pick a show from prior to his first session with you, and then look at today's show. I mean, it's like he's wearing a wig, but it's actual hair. It's nuts.
Anyway, welcome to the show, and Joel, if people have questions, they can call us. Now I'm going to bring up, let's bring up the studio, and Wilbert wants to talk about a 2012 Chevy Malibu, and he said it was in the shop since October 3rd, in a body shop. So continue with your story, because I hijacked your story, Wilbert, right before the break. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Okay, so what was wrong with the car is the power steering went out. Okay, so I took it to him, and first of all, nice guy, never had any problems with him. He fixed my car before. I'm not trying to badmouth him.
No, go ahead, man.
Okay, so I took it to him and told him what was the problem, and I said, hey, power steering's out. Can you fix it? Yes, I can. Okay. So he had the car for a week, and it did call me in a week or two. So I called him, and he said, we're still working on it. We gotta get. No, he called me and asked me, did I want a new one or did I want an old one? It's some kind of part that goes.
Wilbert, maybe I misunderstood you, but I guess I did misunderstand you. It was a problem with service, not with the body shop, because I said the average time in a body shop is 2 months. You're just talking about normal service, right?
I'm talking about service. Yeah, I'm talking about service, and I'm thinking I should have.
So it was in there a long time for service. You shouldn't have to be in there for 3 weeks or 4 weeks for service. So
that's what I'm thinking. That's why I want to call you. It's like, am I wrong here? So that's why I want to call you.
I mean, if he's had your car since October 3rd, yeah, you should be concerned. If it's just for power steering.
October 8th.
October 8th, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so I went in there, and he told me, okay, Wilbert, so I went in there, and I said, hey, where's my car? What's going on? His name's the boss. I said, what's going on, the boss? And he says, okay, Wilbert, let me show you something. I got your power steering fixed. He showed me the car was in the shop. He turned the engine on. All the stuff was all over the place, but he showed me the engine was turning. So he fixed that, what he was supposed to fix. So he said the only thing I'm waiting for is to get it programmed. And I said, okay.
To get what programmed?
I don't know. He just said it's got to be programmed because I guess when he hooks it back up, everything is.
Are you talking about a power steering pump?
I think that's what they put in there, yeah.
Well, I never heard of a power steering pump.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 2012 Chevy Malibu.
I've never heard of that having to be. I don't know. I just never heard of that having to be programmed. Let's just call up. Hold on. Let's get one of our experts on. Okay.
Let's call Kevin. I'll bet he knows.
Yeah. Let's do that. Sheridan Auto Tech 303-713-TALK. Hold on, Wilbert. Let's get somebody on it. So they say they have to program your power steering pump. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. Bridget, what's going on?
Hi there.
Hi, what's going on, Bridget? Yes, what's happening?
So my 18-year-old son, car, first time, no credit, so I co-signed for him. And we spent the usual lots and lots and lots of hours at the dealership signing paperwork and left that evening.
Oh wait, this is a brand new one.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
He got this. He was all excited. This all-electric car with 2 free years of charging for this 2-year lease, and he did all the math. He was going to save on gas, and so I co-signed for him.
You know what? That's a nice car, by the way. So what's going on?
He's very happy with the car. So since that day, we have been receiving multiple requests from the dealership. Oh, we need this from you. Copy of your Social Security cards. I'm like, well, I haven't seen my Social Security card since 1990, but I can give you Dino's. And we gave him Dino's copy. I hand-delivered a copy of his Social Security card because we just didn't want that flying through email or anything. Then a few days go by, and they're like, we need proof of address again. So I sent in a bank statement with proof of a bank account and the address on the same form. Then I had to send in a copy of his. They're like, well, does he have an electrical bill in his name? I'm like, no, he lives at home. And I send in I just keep getting requests for paperwork. Today, I got multiple phone calls. I teach, so I'm having to step out of the classroom, and I'm told I have to go back in and re-sign things because their e-system was down. And even though we did paper signing, that's not good enough.
Hold on, Bridget. Hold on. Are you sure they're not going to try to change the deal?
Well, I'm not sure. That's why I'm calling you, Tom. You've helped me in the past. I go all the way back to the 90s with you.
Okay, now, Bridget, they want you, my goodness, they want you to sign new paperwork.
And I'm not going to. I'm going out of town. I said, I can't be there, and I'm not going to miss more time out of my classroom.
What's the name of the
I've
dealer?
already done it. Well, it's Arapahoe Hyundai, and Devin there says he knows you, and that he said, go ahead and call Tom. He knows us.
Well, I do know them. I do know them. They're not terrible people, but I don't understand the need to
terrible to me.
Well, okay. When you say terrible, the requesting documentation seems a little sloppy if they kept over and over again. But did they ever ask for the same thing twice, or was it stuff they never got in the beginning, or what?
Yes. So now they're telling me that Lexi is not there, and I have to resend everything. So I resent the bank form.
Who said they know me down there? I'm going to have Deputy D call down there. Who said that they know me? Devin. Okay. You know what? I do recall,
Dennis was very rude.
Mark, do you think Arapahoe Hyundai is a bad dealer? I don't think they're a bad dealer. I mean,
I don't want to say they're a bad dealer. They're a pain in the ass dealer, in my opinion.
Let me tell you, when I bought my Hyundai, Tom.
Yeah.
I went there, and I purchased my Hyundai from someplace else because of the way that I was treated there. That's all I'm going to say.
How were you treated?
Oh, they're very rude, Tom. They're very rude.
Well, I'll give you one example. You know, when you take a test drive, they want a copy of your license.
Yeah.
So I brought in a copy of my license, front and back, and instead of giving them my physical license, so that when they could hold it in hostage, which you know some dealerships do.
Right.
I said, "Here's a copy." I showed them my license. I said, "Here's a copy," and they said they wouldn't let me do it without them physically having my license. So I left.
Physically having your license, there's two reasons for it. One is...
Well, it's absurd. You're supposed to have it when you're driving.
Yeah, right. But there's two reasons why dealers keep it. One is they think, you know, if you're less likely to steal a car if they have your license. But then there's another reason, and that is when you come back from the test drive, they keep it there, and it keeps you at the delership. And when you say, wait a minute, I need to leave, where's my license? Say, okay, we'll get it. And then they keep delaying. It's an old-fashioned, stupid trick.
Which is why I gave them a copy. And you're not going to steal a car because the salesman is with you in the test drive.
Oh, wait a minute. The salesman was going with you?
Yes, of course.
That's ridiculous. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have Deputy D call over there to Devin. So, Bridget, let's get your information first off the air, and then we're going to try to cipher through this. 303-713-8255. Listen, Renew Home Innovations will do beautiful shower conversions. They'll do them in 2 or 3 days, and you get 72 months to pay with no interest. We're talking about beautiful stone resin walls that have absolutely no maintenance, and glass panels, no doors needed, no thresholds to step or stumble over. Renew Home Innovations, 303-904-2000, 303-904-2000.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
I know when you're injured in an accident, you're going to go Google people. So Google John Fuller, F-U-L-L-E-R. He's a personal injury attorney and an expert on our show. But after you Google him, the reason you should call him is because you will actually get to talk to him. You know, most people don't talk to you on the phone, but you can talk to John. He'll give you free legal advice, tell you what your case is worth, and then tell you where to go from there. And guess what? If you do hire him, it's on a percentage fee basis, which is also no money out of pocket. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. 888heating.com will get you the deep clean for $45 and a company you can depend on that's been on a referral list for more than 20 years. 888heating.com. They are now making it a mission to save people money, not just by helping you with that extreme or that deep clean, but also helping you if you need a replacement with a great value on high efficiency units that can save you 40% a month or more. 888heating.com.
We have to stay in Hong Kong for 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
In Hong Kong, the 3 months,
okay.
I learned quite a bit Cantonese. Cantonese and Taiwanese is not too far.
I agree with that.
Here,
Mandarin and Taiwanese
I want to send
like English and Spanish. It's
Wow.
way different. That's why I only know very little Mandarin.
I
because
assume that was where it came from.
Very much.
I know
My wife
Because
is the same city that I'm from, but she's
got it.
Not serious.
perfect Mandarin from watching
There it
TV
is.
when she was young. So she learned it that way.
So she's from the same town. Did you meet? Obviously,
She's more
did
in
you
the
know
know
her
than
when you
I
were
am.
kids?
To know.
Say, isn't that amazing that you met her when you were
Before I
Well,
even knew
he
that
was-
Jimmy was filling in.
So did you send it to me
My
via text
grandma,
messaging or email?
If you go ask her, she's got
Oh, okay.
For you,
I thought it was me.
Yeah.
her favorite grandkid.
She scares me sometimes.
Always been me. It has always been me. So she always have an eye out for me, and she
For the hottest chicks, right?
she knew this girl, and my grandmama is up front. She goes, "You have a boyfriend?" And no, and I go, "Hey, I can introduce you to it." That's how we met.
Oh, that's
And-
great.
And we were from the same city, but didn't know each other.
Right.
The first time I went back to meet her, it was exciting and nervous at the same time.
Oh, sure. That's a hell of a first date to go all the way back to China.
Yeah.
Now, when you went back, did you have any trouble leaving China?
I know because I have a U.S. Because at that time I became a U.S. citizen.
So you had a U.S. passport.
Yeah. So I have my passport, and there was problem going in because I didn't know all the procedures. Stupid me. I was 18. I thought I have a U.S. passport. I could go anywhere.
Right.
Didn't look into getting a visa going into China. I didn't know.
Right.
So I went back. I went to immigration. They like, "Where's your Chinese visa?"
Who's there talking?
Do I need one? So they let me in, but the very next day I had to go to the consulate to apply for
Wow.
it.
Something like that. My son did a semester overseas in Australia, and he got the wrong kind of visa, and they told him They gave him said you have 48 hours to get your stuff out of the dorm, and he had a ticket to go back. He said if you're not on that flight, you're going to jail, and you cannot come back to Australia for 3 years. So they're very strict about visas these days.
Yeah. Now.
Except if you come from Mexico, then it doesn't matter.
No, you just walk right through.
Right.
People don't realize how pissed immigrants like me are.
I know.
I am so pissed because my dad took 5 years to get through the paperwork, and we spent countless amount of money, and we had so many interviews in China before they approve us, and now I see Chinese people at the little section.
Who's in the studio talking right now?
Ming.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Ming.
he came in?
Yep.
Hey. How's he doing?
Hold on.
Yeah, push that button. There you go.
Now talk to him.
How you doing, Ming? I hear that there are Asians for Camella.
Well,
maybe one.
Yeah. When it comes to the Chinese population, I know this for a fact because my mom has lots of friends live out in California or New York.
Yeah.
They are all voting for Democrat because every
10
month,
seconds.
at the end of the month, they get something called a paycheck, which I don't get. So
Now.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech, is with us as our auto expert. Wilbert had a question. Hey, Kevin. So Wilbert basically says that his car's been in the shop, 2012 Chevy Malibu. It's been in the shop for 3 weeks waiting for a power steering pump. They replaced a power steering pump, and now they say it's going to be another week or so because they have to program it. Have you ever heard of a power steering pump being programmed?
Not the pump, but the rack and pinion is electronic, would need to be programmed.
But would that have to be programmed? Would that have to be programmed as a result of changing out a power steering pump?
No.
No, but he's saying the rack and pinion might have to be.
Yeah, but
it's electronic steering.
But are they connected is what I'm asking. Are they connected in a point where you would always have to do that upon replacing the power steering pump, or something in the old power steering pump made the programming ineffective or something? I don't know what I'm asking.
No, not at all. No.
Wilbert, did you have a rack and pinion work done?
Everything was working fine before I took it over there.
But no. Wilbert, why did you take it to the shop?
Because of the power steering went out.
Okay.
It wouldn't turn easy like it used to.
Could that be, Kevin, could that trigger a reprogramming of the rack and pinion once they worked on it?
No, not at all. No, it's the change would require programming, but any work would not. No. So unless it's an electronic steering, and he's not talking about the pump, but the electronic steering motor that's inside.
What did they replace, Wilbert?
What you say?
What did they replace?
That's what they were supposed to replace the power steering pump, is what I was told. And then when I went in there, he says, okay, well, we got that working, but we got to get somebody else to come in and program. Program what? I don't know. Program something.
So how much is this whole job costing? Do you know?
I think he said about $1,100.
Would that be more than a pump there, Kevin?
Yeah, he's got electric steering, so it's a steering motor on the steering column that they replaced. It's really not a power steering pump.
Okay, and that would require programming.
Yes.
Okay, Wilbur. It sounds like
He said they couldn't do it. He had to get somebody else to come in and do it. That's for what I was.
Why is that, Kevin?
We have a guy that comes and does it for us all the time.
Okay, so Wilbert, they're not giving you a story.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
And is 3 weeks unreasonable for this kind of repair nowadays, Kevin?
Yeah, that's 2-3 days tops.
Oh.
Yeah.
With programming.
Yeah, with programming. Our programming, we have them on, we're telling him we'll do the job, we'll need you out here tomorrow, and he schedules it that way. So, yeah, it can be done a lot
So,
quicker.
Wilbert, you did probably, he's saying, it's way overtime, but as far as what they're telling you, it seems to ring true. What about the price, Kevin? Does that price seem in line?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's common. Yeah, that's not bad.
So
how much longer should I keep it there? How much longer should I?
Well, I don't know if you have a choice right now. I mean, when did they say it would be done?
They're probably having trouble finding someone to program it.
It's probably the case. They said that it would be done. What they told me. My wife went down there on Friday, and they said, "Well, we'll give you guys a call before we do anything else." That's what they said. We'll give you guys a call on Monday before we do any other work to it. That's what they told my wife. I was out of town. They told my wife. She told me that, and this was. She said they would call Monday, which was yesterday, and I didn't call. I just called you guys.
Well, to me, that sounds like they're pretty reputable. That if they're going to do any more work, they're checking with you first. Don't you agree, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that I don't know. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I just think people are delayed nowadays. Kevin, are you sure 2 or 3 days for changing out that motor and getting it reprogrammed? That's all it would be?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's pretty typical repair.
All right. Listen.
I think he's right, Tom. Because my wife said the guy who came in and tried to program it told them that he thinks they hooked up something wrong.
Well, when do they say it's going to be done? That's the bottom line.
They did not say.
Well, call them today and say, listen, man, I called another shop that's reputable, and they said it would be a 2 or 3 day job. I need to know why the delay, and I need to know when I'm getting my car back, okay? Just be straight with me on this one. Call us back and let us know, Wilbert. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Listen, financial planning or investment advice is not something to take lightly. I've entered this business because I was pissed off at financial advisement firms and the practices, okay? Not because they're cheating people. Since Bernie Madoff, they have a lot more regulation. But here's what I don't like. I don't like that they take your money and place it with other advisors, and then they call themselves an advisor for you. They're not advisors, okay? What they are, they're relationship managers, and they make a spread. They make a commission for taking your money and placing it with other advisors. They don't place your investments for you. They don't babysit your investments. They simply put it with another advisor. That's about 98% of the field, okay? I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. If you ask directly, we can tell with a free review if you're working with a middleman, if you're paying excess fees. I will tell you this, Wave 8 Wealth Management, the company I started for one reason, for direct access, personal access, and 100% of my money is there, and it will be right alongside yours. If that's the kind of attention you want with personal meetings and Zooms with our people, I want you to contact wave8capital.com, wave8capital.com, or you can go to investwithmartino.com. They both go to the same place, or give us a call, 303-771-HELP, 771-4357.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Starting on the south end of town, Dry Creek Road westbound, we've got a crash blocking 2 right lanes at I-25. South of there and south of Castle Rock, I-25 southbound approaching Skyview Lane, Toma Road, exit 174. A crash off on the right shoulder has significant stop and go back from Plum Creek Parkway, about 30 minutes of delays there. Back to town, I-70 east and westbound flowing free from the foothills to DIA and back again. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, high of only 43 this afternoon. Nice and cold. Winter is upon us. Overnight low of 27. Tomorrow warming up, high 58. The current temperature in Denver is 40 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
The pioneering storytelling show Red Pilled America presents a 6-part election series telling the stories behind the movements battling for the White House. What does each movement want? Find out by listening to Red Pilled America's election special on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
All right, so you want to talk windows? Let's talk windows. First of all, if you need window coverings, Made in the Shade. If you need window replacements, Gravina's Windows and Doors on 950 West Evans. Gravina's has 50 lines of windows. I love that they have choice and variety for different budgets. Here's the deal. They've been in the business so long, they have the heritage everyone wants. Gravina's Windows. Now, here's the website. It's GravinaWindows.com. For windows, doors, and siding, they have it all, and they have the expertise since 1988, and their father started in 1972. Nick took over the company, and he is an expert. GravinaWindows.com. The people have been on a referral list more than 20 years. 303-472-8462. Hey, now let's talk about covering windows with Made in the Shade. I'm going to give you a very easy website to go to and visit them. They'll come to your house and measure and help you free pick what you need when you need it. Deputy Doc had them come. They even have loaner shades for you to keep the sun and elements out while you're waiting for your delivery. By the way, they come and then install everything. It's a one-stop shop. Great prices, great services, great warranties. Made in the Shade. Here's the website, denvershades.co, 720-583-1648. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not it. It's denvershades.co. Let me give you the right number. And no jokes, Mark. No jokes about this. Okay. Made in the Shade, 720-458-6566. And no, I'm not Joe Biden. 720-458-6566. denvershades.co.
I moved it to Fort Collins in 95. I closed it in 2016 because my son at the time was 13.
Say that again. He is like Joe Biden a lot.
Oh, no, I was on the air and I made a mistake with the number. And I said, don't be, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's not Mark's fault you couldn't remember the phone.
Hey!
Thanks for calling the Tom Martino.
Dragon, you've been turning on me lately, you bastard. I'm going after you.
Okay, can't hear
I don't
you.
know. You've been, okay, I'm going to share
you have
again
me
with
on
Dragon.
speakerphone
Hold
or
on.
if
Let me
you have
share
me
with
on
Dragon.
Bluetooth, but
There
you
he
need to
goes.
take me off.
Yeah, give me access to the screener.
I'm going to.
Are you going to give him access so he can put the spots up?
Hear you better,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
going to do it all right now. I just, look at, here's what happened,
With
okay?
only 20 minutes left in the show.
Shut up.
Over under. What's the over under?
303
Here's what happened.
996
I had a problem.
9000.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to give access again, and I'm going to give it to Dragon the person. Dragon. Okay.
What's he studying?
Don't forget Shannon, too.
I did. Here you go. So, but I did stop it for a good reason, though, because it was vulnerable.
Sure.
Okay, we got it. Oh, wait,
And that
can't
reason
share
is you
with
didn't
people.
touch anything.
Wait a minute. Without Google accounts, with Troubleshooter doesn't allow. Okay, I just went and changed it, and they said, hold on. I got to go. They say I didn't change it. I did change it. Just wait. Now, it'll be changed by tomorrow, you bastards.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Shut up. Oh, you guys just piss me off so much. I'm going to have my attorney sit on this show and take notes. That's going to be the best way to do it from now on.
Sure, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the way, what are you
It's all
kidding me? What
Kelly's
am I
fault.
talking about? Come on.
I know my son saw how hard I work.
Oh, my phone.
Yeah, don't sue Kelly. She's the sweetest one out of all of us.
And so I was on call all the time, because women have babies all the time, day and night. And he said he wasn't going to become a doctor because he saw how hard I
I
worked.
told you I wasn't going to
just
hold
like
my
your
breath.
son saw how hard you worked.
Oh, people and sharing. There it is, people and sharing. 5 blocked users.
I know what I have to do.
Right,
I
it's
don't want him to go through that.
Tough business. Were you open 7 days a week?
We were open 7 days a week, and then when I took over from my dad, I go, I can't do this. We're
You
gonna
gotta
go
have
6 days.
Right.
Chopper on YouTube wants to know if there's a minimum to invest with Wave 8.
Well, Sunday. I'm surprised.
Who does?
Chopper?
Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Of course there is.
See, for me, Sunday,
Just have him make out a check to me personally. I'm just kidding.
To cash.
Yes, that's right.
makes more sense for me to have
Okay, no, and Mark, and in memo, I know it sounds weird, but in the memo put gift. It'll all.
Oh, I know.
Just trust me on it. Trust me on it. Just put gift.
Through college and in medical school when I needed money. And I saw how, they're there all the time.
Oh, come on, man. I just had my settings. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Let me just
Wouldn't
find
dream of it.
my Google. Oh, my Google. There it is. Google admin. God dang it. I found it now. Apps. Google
It was
Workplace.
right there the whole time?
Google Act. No. I just got to change it now. I just want to go to sharing. I set global policies for sharing outside of your domain. I just did sharing options. It didn't take when sharing outside. Okay, I got to do it. Hold on. Okay, off.
It's a double click, Tom.
Owned by users.
I try one for
No, I don't want that. Allowed. Allow listed domains. Files owned by users or shared drives. Nope, I don't want it that.
I know. Well,
On.
I was
Files owned by users or shared drives in Troubleshooter can be shared outside.
Monumental breach of election security in Colorado by the Secretary of State's office, which apparently posted hundreds
God
of election system
almighty.
passwords online. Join me at 4.
Hey, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I want to know if the YouTube morons, since most of it's done off the air, if they're witnessing the person at risk kind of harassment I'm getting, being a 71-year-old man. I'm sounding like Drew now, right? Okay, so I'm a 71-year-old man
Kamala's after you?
being subjected to insults. By the way, Mark, I'm just going to say this. You hit a nerve with this one guy. I swear to God, I have to have every day a dozen
What
texts
does he
from
say?
him.
What's he texting
Oh,
every
my
day?
God.
What's his name? What's his phone number? What's his address?
I don't have his name, but here's what he
So
says.
he's anonymous.
Here's what he says. Oh, wait.
Does he at least call me handsome?
Tom, Mark talks about how dumb Kamala is, but I don't see Trump being invited to join Mensa. His name's Monty. Oh, here it is.
Trump
One
Trump
might
started
think either
Mensa.
Trump.
Look it up.
One might think either Trump believes he's going to lose the election, or is he self-consciously trying to lose the race, which is hard to believe, seeing when, if he loses, he has a sentence hearing and he'll go to jail, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's another one. Tom, the comedian at Trump's rally, said that Puerto Rico is an island of garbage, and we want to know the comedian speech was vetted by the Trump campaign. It was in the teleprompter, and it says, calling VP Harris the C word, and the campaign took it out. Trump campaign tried to separate themselves. However, Trump never personally condemned the comments. Tom, I remember. Okay. Anyway, he says, here's another text. Mark does not have a clue about politics.
Okay.
He simply likes Trump because he's a blowhard like himself.
Excellent.
That's not Monty. That's somebody else. But
excellent.
Mark, I'm sorry, man. I'm getting these texts, but I am getting. To be honest, okay. Let me be
quite
straight
right,
here.
Tom.
Even though you abuse me off the air, I'm gonna be honest about this. Most of the texts are in your favor, saying, "You go, boy. You did a great job. Say it like it is." Tom doesn't have the nerve to say what you say, blah, blah, blah.
Ever since I have flushed out that you have admitted to voting for Trump, it has made people angry. They don't like hearing from Tom Martino, someone that's been trusted in this community for over 45 years just here in Denver, that they're voting for Trump. They hate hearing that. We all know you are voting for Trump.
You asked me the question straight out, and I said, sure.
And I know, and I get that. That's the most hate mail I get is that.
They don't like that I'm voting for him?
They do not like that you admitted you're a Trumper.
No, I didn't say I'm a Trumper. I said I'm voting for him.
Well, if you're voting
there's
for
a
Trump,
big difference.
it's pretty straightforward. You're a Trumper. If you're voting for Harris, you're pretty much straight up a dumbass. I mean, a Democrat.
See, Mark, okay. I almost look, okay.
Go ahead, sir.
I don't want.
Spit it out, Joe.
I don't want. We have kind of a lopsided country right now, and I don't like it. I think we need balance. That's why I'm voting that way. And I think on the issues, he's not going to get in the way of what Republicans want to do. And right now, I feel Republicans have a better agenda for the country. I'm not on a soapbox saying, and if you don't, you're a dummy. Although,
I do that because the other side has been calling him Hitler for 8 years. So I finally came up with it the other day.
I'm so tired of that.
I'm going to start going fire and brimstone on them as well. I mean, if they can do it, we should do it.
Okay. So again, I'm not. I have my thoughts and my opinions.
But I want everybody to remember Tom Martino, trusted Tom Martino, is voting for Donald Trump. Don't get it wrong.
Well, actually,
that's the way it is.
Actually, Mark, I already did. Okay.
Well, that's even better.
I sent in the ballot, and I
that's
also
even better.
But I do want to say this.
Did you buy the new gold watch?
On a serious note. Well, I'm not. No, we dropped it off at that date.
Oh, okay, good.
And then we had a bonfire. No, I'm just kidding. we dropped it off. Mine was accepted. I got the notice that it was accepted. This is important. While I don't like talking about personalities, and I don't like talking about, because I can't brag about Trump's personality one way or the other. I can't brag about Kamala Harris's personality one way or the other. Look, we all have our personalities, but I can talk about issues. And I believe, really, we don't have a voter's guide, but some of these amendments are sneaky that are on the ballot. They're really sneaky. And the way they word them, to me, is incredible. And I think when we have time, Mark, we really would do a service by going over amendments.
We should have done it Monday, to be quite honest.
Well, I know, because a lot of it, you're right. But we should.
No, because then here's the problem if we go over them. All the babies out there that text you, all the little whiners like the guy you were just talking about, are going to say, oh, no, we do want to raise taxes. How dare you say we shouldn't raise taxes again on people or, whatever their dumbass stuff is.
But it's really important that we go over amendments. And you're right. So many people voted. We probably are really, really late to the party. Miles, what is your question on foundation repair? Miles, I'm sorry that I made you wait.
Tom.
What's going on, man?
I've got some cracking in my foundation, and it's going through my brick. I got an estimate today from a company called Groundwork.
Are you sure it's in your foundation, or is it on your bricks?
No, it's in the foundation. Where it is in my crawl space is where it's pulling down.
Okay.
Yeah, they did measurements.
How old is your house?
1942.
Okay. And have you ever had problems before this?
We had one crack that we bought the house 20 years ago that kind of kept reappearing. I would repair it. And then
okay, got it. So there have been signs over the years. So what did this company propose?
Well, they propose in putting in, I forget what they call them, but they're basically like footers where they dig down.
Right.
And then they support the.
That's right.
The foundation in the crawl space.
Yeah.
Because our other foundation is, a deep pour.
So what about it?
Whereas, I was wondering if you don't have anybody on your referral list. I got a bid today from one company called Groundworks.
And what did they? What were they charging?
Basically, it was $17,000.
Well,
and they said they could get it done in
Mark,
1 day.
did we don't have anyone on our referral list anymore? We used to.
That does what?
Foundation repair.
Not to the degree he's talking now.
We used to have some really good companies.
Well, we've got someone on there that can do the design work or the structural engineering part, But I don't think they actually do the work. Then we have a lot of mud jackers as well.
Yeah, but mud jacking is not what he needs. And
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
By the way, I do still know some people, I believe, that are good that I used to deal with. There's nothing wrong with Groundworks, and I know why you picked them. You picked them because they were first up on because they do great SEO work. But I'll tell you who I've dealt with in the past. Colorado Structural Repair. Now, they're not on the referral list anymore, but they're not bad people at all. You ought to check with Colorado Structural Repair.
Okay. Yeah, because I would like to get another estimate.
Yeah, do it. And, but that's not a bad price if truly it's going to be. And is it going to be engineered?
Yes. So what they'll do, I mean, part of that price is their engineer will determine what the load bearing is going to be.
Good.
Because it's done on pressure, I guess.
That's right. That's exactly right. You're being told the right stuff, but just call Colorado. And I'm not saying they're the only ones, but I used to deal with them. I don't think anything is wrong with that company, Colorado Structural Repair. Get a bid from both of them, and we ought to start. We need to start interviewing people for foundation repair. But that's what I would do. We got more coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Starting on the south end of town, Dry Creek Road westbound, we've got a crash blocking 2 right lanes at I-25. South of there and south of Castle Rock, I-25 southbound approaching Skyview Lane, Toma Road, exit 174. A crash off on the right shoulder had significant stop and go. Back from Plum Creek Parkway, about 30 minutes of delays there. Back to town, I-70 east and westbound, flowing free from the foothills to DIA and back again. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, high of only 43 this afternoon. Nice and cold. Winter is upon us. Overnight low of 27. Tomorrow warming up, high 58. The current temperature in Denver is 40 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
The pioneering storytelling show Red Pilled America presents a 6-part election series telling the stories behind the movements battling for the White House. What does each movement want? Find out by listening to Red Pilled America's election special on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
All right, now let's talk about Integra Insurance. Integra does not sell insurance, they broker. They help you buy insurance directly from insurance companies for health insurance. Why is that important? Because health insurance has become so complicated. They make it simple and smart. Integra Insurance during open enrollment will help you. Whether you need a supplement for your Medicare or you need Medicare Advantage, or you're a hard working stiff and you need a plan for yourself, or you're young and married with kids and you need a plan for that, whatever it is, they can help you by picking the right plan that meets your circumstances. 303-466-5500. Call them. Free help, and they save you money. Now, Fix It 24/7 is going to save you money too. And you know how they're going to do it? By making that furnace run more efficiently and lasting longer, by their extreme clean for just $39. If you've never had it done, really, $39, you will thank me for that investment, because it's a loss leader. They spend 2 hours or more. They just want to show you how good they are and put a sticker on there for future repairs or maintenance. Fix It 24/7 will do that for $39 for people that never had it done before. So get a no breakdown guarantee as well for the entire season. And don't do it when the cold comes. It'll be too late. Go to the website, fixmyhome.com, click book now. Fixmyhome.com, book now.
So what's in a Mingarita, Meng? What's in this?
Tequila.
Are you drinking it now?
No, I haven't opened it. It's not cold either, but this year he stepped it up big time, man. He's got like a real label. I mean, this thing you could buy in a liquor store. I'm not kidding. How many of these do you make?
Each batch, it comes about 500 bottles a batch.
500? So you sell it?
Yeah, is that?
How much do you get for one?
It depends on which store you go to. They go from $24.99 to $27.99.
I had no idea. So you've come pretty far on this stuff.
We just started. We're up. we are in quite a few stores up in Fort Collins, but only 2 in Denver so far.
What's the name of the company?
Davidson's on.
It's Mingarita, man.
Is that the name of the company?
What's the name of the company?
Mingarita.
Yeah, Mingarita.
Or Ming Spirit is the
Ming
parent
Spirit.
company.
Do you make any other thing or just the Mingarita?
Just that.
Now, the call screener I should have now be able to shut up. Don't say it. I'm going to do
Wow.
it.
Hey, when we get back, we'll have 2 minutes. So you now can put up the upcoming breaks and commercial spots, Dragon.
For tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
he's saying that, but wait a minute. I'll take that back.
Hold on. He'll be
I
able to do it
truly
before
doubt
the
it'll
show's
happen.
over.
We'll
okay.
See. All right, let me pull this up right now.
Hold on. I just did it. Wait. I just
I
did
like
it.
yesterday where the show ended and none of us knew it was over.
He's in. Shut up, Mark. He's in.
We don't have anything else.
What?
Hey, just in time for the show to end.
Shut up, Mark.
I'm going to put a poll up.
Put a poll up your ass.
Yep, we'll have 2 minutes of minute and a half of airtime left. And
No more calls. I'm gonna do Denver Regen.
Whew. That was close. Thankfully, we got it before the end of the show. You did well, Tom. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Does it work now?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in.
That's not bad. He said he was going to do it at 11:54. What time is it?
1:54.
1:54.
Nice. Hey, can you pull his dinger out?
Devilishly
Hey,
handsome
ding your.
and
Hey,
incredibly
go fuck
quick.
your. Go ding yourself.
Mark's always looking for my dinger.
Well, it's hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What the hell?
I can't wait for Drew to collect his $200. Hey, someone there on YouTube, mark this down so we have a reference of when Drew is in court.
Tom said it would be a year. So October, Halloween next year.
Yep.
If Drew is not in court,
Yep.
Drew owes Tom $200.
And that'll most likely be sent in the form of a check or cash.
Oh, sure.
I believe it.
That lawsuit, though, is going to be something to follow.
Sure.
The one with me against you guys?
yeah.
No, the one against Drew versus Martino.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
What's snowing this
That's going to be like that
He's
other
gonna
one.
serve
Remember
you.
the
You're
other
gonna
one?
have to show up in Jersey.
Do you remember the other one?
No.
It was snowing at my house this morning.
That's not here, is it?
Oh, you mean the dance studio?
No, Mark. Years ago, the guy that sued me for emotional distress for calling.
Oh,
him,
yeah, with the
for calling him
airplane.
names.
Yeah.
No. The emotional distress was where I called him a waste of skin.
10 seconds.
Oh my God.
Hinged, unstable, incompetent.
This election, who's going to be president?
Remember this.
Your voice, your vote. 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. DenverRegen.com. We only have a few minutes left, but DenverRegen.com. So we talked about hair replacement, but let's talk about pain. Let's talk. Somebody wanted to know about a meniscus. If they have pain from a tear in a meniscus, has it been known to help for that?
Well, the general answer to that is yes. Of course, we
Yes.
wouldn't be able to say definitively without.
Yeah, you have to
speaking
see
the
their
patient,
imaging and
seeing
stuff, right?
The imaging and whatnot. But stem cells will repair cartilage, which is what the meniscus is made of.
What about muscle strains where they have tears and stuff in muscles?
Depending on the size of the tear. So if it's a small tear, typically it can be treated with just PRP. Like that's talking about a very small
Right.
tear. If it's a significant tear, then stem cell is what would be indicated to treat.
And you're still doing the weight loss supplement.
Tirzepatide. And
Not supplement, drugs, but
Tirzepatide
they're
and
compounded.
semaglutide. Yeah,
Good.
compounded tirzepatide.
Because a lot of
and
those
semaglutide.
clinics have been discontinuing those. I'm glad you're still doing them.
As long as we can create a medical necessity, which we can for most patients,
Good.
then that works. And that eliminates these big, giant conglomerate clinics and allows
And
patients-
save money.
Yeah, and save money and be treated individually.
DenverRegen.com. More tomorrow. Okay, guys. Thanks.
At Real Tom
Lawsuits
Martino.
coming.
And stay connected with all of us.
Well, I think finally I got this, the audio worked out. I really do. I got it worked out.
Can you get me that number?
Oh, yeah, yeah.